going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Airport CEO. Yes, we are back for another recreation, this time as suggested by Flight Sim Fun a while ago, looking to do Philadelphia International Airport. And so that is going to be what we are attempting for the next, well, probably a couple weeks here, because it is a massive airport. We've got the large map, 6 squares that we're going to end up opening up at some point. But let's jump into Google Maps and we'll take a quick gander at what the airport actually is going to look like. All right, so we're going to be looking at Philadelphia International Airport over here on the east coast of the continental U.S. As we zoom in a little bit, you can see Delaware down over here. You've got New Jersey just across the river down here. And you've got Pennsylvania and the lovely city of Philadelphia. Never been there, but everybody that I've talked to that have visited really enjoyed Philly. Philadelphia Airport is kind of southwest, right up next to the Delaware River. And initially, whenever I looked at this, I thought, oh, this is going to be a relatively straightforward build. And it is. It's going to be just a little bit more complicated than I initially thought. So we've got the terminal section, we've got parking, and we've got major highways coming through. It's basically going to be kind of an L shape. We've got 4 major runways. So there is 9 left, which is this one, 9 right, which is the one below it. 9,500 feet and 12,000 feet runways, respectively. And then we've got the 826, which is this one. This is only a 5,000 foot runway. And then we've got the 1735, which is this one. And that is 6,000. Down over here, we do have all of our fuel depot. And then further over, we're going to have some of our other service buildings. So we've got the fire station, police station will be over there as well. Looks like more fuel stations. Yeah, we've got the chef's area over on the right-hand side of the 1735 runway. And so all of that will be over on the side. And then I started to take a little bit closer look at the airport. And let me give you a little background on it first, like I normally do with new builds. The Philadelphia International Airport, because it is an international one, those are down over on this end. Served in 2021, 19.6 million passengers, making it the 21st busiest airport in the United States, serving more than 130 destinations worldwide, 500 daily departures, roughly. It's a major hub for American Airlines and Frontier Airlines. Originally started in 1925, the Pennsylvania National Guard used the current site as a training airfield. It was then dedicated as the Philadelphia Municipal Airport by Charles Lindbergh himself in 1927. And in 1940, finally had its first terminal. Before that, you just got off the airport and, I guess, wandered yourself over to Philadelphia. I don't know. But in 1940, there was the first terminal building. And at that point, it had 4 different runways, all that were significantly smaller than anything that we have today. As for the terminals, we'll go ahead and we'll zoom in here. We're going to come back to this side. We're going to start here. This one is Terminal B, and this one is Terminal C. I will use terminal and concourse interchangeable, and during the build, just what goes in my head. Uh, Terminal B has 15 gates. Terminal C has 14 gates. These were originally done in 1953. So these are the first two main terminal areas. It was renovated in 1998. And there's an American Airlines club located kind of in the connector in between B and C. So these are the oldest parts of the airport. Going over to concourse or Terminal D. Terminal D was opened in 73, was upgraded in 2008. Has a little connector right here between the two. This one has 16 gates. Going a little bit further, you've got Terminal E. Terminal E has 17 gates home to Alaskan Airlines, as well as Frontier and JetBlue. Sliding back, D is Delta, Air Canada, Spirit, and United. B and C are primarily American and American Eagle. So D, diagonal, E kind of goes out to the east, has this weird little rounded area at the end, which is kind of interesting. E 17 gates opened in 77, and then in 2001 you end up with Terminal F. Terminal F is massive and has 38 gates. It's the regional terminal used by American Eagle and Contour, and it is the second newest terminal building in the airport. This one, 38 gates, where everything else has, I think, anywhere between 11 and 17. So this is a massive hub. And then backtracking over here, we've got Concourse A. We've got A is split into two different sections. There's a west and a east. These are handling primarily international flights. This was opened in 03 with an upgrade to security in 2012. A west has 13 gates, A east has 11 gates. Now you can probably see in between, we got the departure road, and then there's train tracks. We'll use the subway to get people from that, since we don't actually have train tracks. We've got parking garages that we'll be able to add in. But over on this side is where all baggage claim is handled. So baggage claim is handled across the road. So that's going to be something that we have to do. You can see the bridges going across and down. Baggage for Concourse A, I believe, is handled in here. I'll have to confirm that. So you get off your plane, you go across the bridge, you can get your bags, and then you can depart from one of the parking garages. Now, I thought this was going to be fairly straightforward. It's going to be just kind of an L-shaped. And then I started taking a look at the size of it. And this is just going to be a massive build. And we're going to be right up against both sides. So it's going to be a little cramped. Now, again, this is not going to be a straight one-to-one recreation. If you've seen any of the other builds, we're not going to end up with, I don't even remember how many gates I said. 126 gates total. We're not going to end up with 126 gates. We will probably end up with maybe half. I think I did a rough estimate, and I think I'm probably going to end up with in the 56 gate range, so we'll see on that. But we've got rail, we've got parking garages. That's going to be kind of in the top left corner. We'll have all the gates going down and around. We're going to use the two large runways. We're going to use this medium runway. We are not going to have room for this runway over here. Down in the bottom right corner will be all of the fuel. Fire, police is going to be down there. We'll see if we can squeeze all the waste depot and the fuel depot, or not fuel depot, but the catering depot on the far right side, and hangar on the far left. And we will see what we can squeeze in. But that's going to be down the road, so we're going to be starting from scratch. So let's jump back into the actual game and go from there. All right, so we are back in Airport CEO. We've got our 6 squares. We're going to begin with down here like we normally do. This difficulty is the second highest. It's not the extreme difficulty, it's just difficult. That's why we're sitting on a mill to start with. We're going to expand over here. We'll get a medium runway, then we'll start to get more money, and then we'll start to work on the actual Concord. We'll probably start over on this side with A West and A East. Move into B and C. Concourse D will probably be at a diagonal because we are going to do this L-shaped. Concourse E coming off the side. Concourse F somehow is going to get squeezed into this area. Going to have the medium runway here, large runway, and I am probably going to do dedicated landing and takeoff runways because I've got a bad feeling that airline traffic's going to get really bad really fast, especially with 3 airlines and most of our gates up against the medium runway. So that's going to have to be a thing, but that's going to be a thing down the road. So hopefully you guys are excited to be back. If you are, definitely hit the like button. If you enjoy these kind of recreation videos, by all means, consider subscribing on the channel. Already in playlist form, we've got Indianapolis International, Phoenix, Sky Harbor International, Pittsburgh, and Nashville. I think that pretty much is all that we've got so far. If you have an airport that you would like to potentially see done, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. Somebody suggested Dallas Fort Worth, and I looked at that one, and I am willing to give it a shot, and it looks like it's going to be probably one of the more challenging ones, given the fact that a lot of the layout is very circular. That's going to be for another day. We're just doing right now a bunch of GA stands to get some money flowing in. And yes, I know I haven't actually signed any contracts or anything. I haven't forgotten about that yet. But also want to get some research going. Don't want to add those two in yet, because I may drop this down, do another set. No, let's, no. We're not, we're going to go straight for commercial. We're going to do a slim concourse like that. We're going to come down, yes, over here. I'm leaving this space for right now so we can get the medium runway in here, because we're going to be really pushing the medium flights at some point. And with that, it might be more beneficial to put this terminal in the middle there. But we're going to just do kind of a small little area like so. Probably need a road to come through, don't, that would be useful. here. No, not there. Because I forgot drop-offs actually have their own little sidewalks. Couple bus stops. Taxi stops. And how about some car stops? We're just going to run this as a one-way system, down and back. I think that's going to be a decent start. Let's go ahead and get some contractors in here. That is loans. We don't need a loan just yet. Brinkley it is. So we will get Brinkley going. We're going to need some staff coming in. That's going to be down here so we can get some research going. We're going to go ahead and unpause. In fact, we'll speed things up a little bit. Probably need a door to actually get into the terminal. We're going to need some sidewalk to get in here as well. Yeah. We'll do a little bit of sidewalk in there. Like so. We've got a door. You come in, you make an immediate right, and there's going to be a staff zone here with a bunch of desks for our admin workers to get hard at work and start researching things like, commercial license, which would be definitely useful. That's what, 18 desks? And the airport is closed. Obviously, the airport is closed. We've got nothing built. But I appreciate your you're keeping an eye on me, game. We'll go ahead and we'll connect up all the stands. The reason why I'm not doing GA flights is mostly because we're going to need cash. And if I recall, commercial flights will get that more. Well, we'll get it quicker for us. Probably would help if we, deployed all the contractors. Commercial license. We're going to start that. We've got no staff. So let's get ourselves some staff. 2 administrators. 3, 4. I mean, might as well get a couple janitors. We've got building for them to clean. Because apparently you can never have enough janitors. Don't have any security guards. Interesting. There's service techs. And, ooh. Y'all aren't great, but we're going to get you two anyway. How are we doing? You guys are getting stuff going. Hopefully we should get some administrators arriving soon. And working on the commercial license. They're working on it. Apparently they're doing remote work. There's no admins at the airport, but we're already 13% complete. So hey, you can work from home, hang out with the family, have a nice relaxing day at work with your cat jumping on the desk, harassing you all the time for attention. Not that I know from personal experience. My cat actually just left me. So this should get us some people going. Once we get the commercial license, we'll be able to add in security and check-in desks. That's kind of what we're pushing for in this first episode, just to get up and running, get some flights in, and get this into the green area. We're going to turn general aviation off. Is this no? It's not built yet. Got it. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Getting our road put in place so people will be able to actually get in there. We've got emails that I will probably ignore. Word on safety. Try and be safe. Make sure you have skilled security and a conveyor belt system. We'll get there. And we just got our commercial license. So at this point, jet fuel it is. Because that will allow us to get some more money going. Roll this all as a secure zone all the way down. And we'll come to here. We'll do a quick security exit. Security entrance. I can do international flights this early? Really? I don't know why I thought that was a separate... I thought it was... Oh, right way. A separate thing that you had to research. We got a bunch of check-ins there. We are going to need boarding desks. I think these are also not in the same position. That's fine. Hey, we've got our tower. We can finally open that up. We can do commercial flights. And I believe we need to set all of these for commercial. All of those open. We're going to need some passenger service agents. Hey, look, or administrators. We've got 2 passenger service agents. That'll be useful. I'm just going to kind of do some bulk hiring here early on. Oh, security is probably going to be a thing. I mean, go ahead and get some ramp agents. Why not? Janitors, executive. So we've got a CFO. We need an HR person. It's gonna be you. Procurement we can get behind. And I think I do need a CIO. Do I have a CIO? No. CIO and strategy. Well, we're gonna pick you up right off the bat as well. How are we doing on research? Jet fuel's researched. I don't want to deal with baggage handling just yet. Just go straight to medium? I think that's going to be the play here. We're going to research some medium flights. I should, probably... Oh, I've got to sign all these manually, don't I? And yes, I know I need to turn on the airport. Let's just turn on now. I was gonna go through, but that's... I forgot how many there were. No. Well, this one. Thank you. And there we go. We should be getting our first flight in here any minute. No, I need a security, don't I? Weird. We're just coming out the gate firing here. We're going to do some fuel as well immediately. We're going to need a vehicle checkpoint. I complain every time. I want to be able to switch the side that this is on. We're going to stick with grass just to kind of save some money. Oh my god. I want to take that out. So fuel depot's in place. We can go ahead and get a fuel contract. I don't have any planes flying in because I don't have any airline contract. Good job. Things are clicking today, aren't they? We'll go ahead and sign Havana as well. We don't want to deal with the 2-star stuff right now. Maybe we'll stick with that. If we go to this, we can do auto planner. And we can get some flights coming in. We can come to operations and get ramp agents and... Oh, I don't have any fuel trucks. Guess I'm assuming that they're going to be just... Oh, I don't have a vehicle depot either. People are just going to be getting the fuel from the fuel depot in Tupperware and running it to the planes. All right, we'll get our vehicle depot. We will get our fuel trucks. 81% for that medium. Built yet? Not yet. There we go. We'll get 6. All right, and it looks like we got our medium as well. Large is not going to be useful to us at this point. We are going to get the extended commercial license. And do we have any flights coming? Anybody? Hello? I mean... Are we just not offering flights to me? What did I forget? Well, we can turn on fuel service. All right, give me... Thank you. Wednesday it is. the time between flights will eventually increase. And on that note, we'll see if we can get some flights going in here. We got a fuel truck coming in at least. Medium check-in desks. Almost feel like I didn't give myself enough space. But we do have... Why did I think we had a medium control tower? We apparently do not. Okay, fine. The medium runway, 375,000. Seriously debating about picking up some of the other contracts. Pick up 2 of the 2-star ones just to get some people flying in. Where we were currently researching extended commercial license. That'll give us the larger air traffic control tower, which will definitely be nice. But we are off to a good start. Again, we've got just cows running rampant and no flights. So clearly things are going well. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Thank you guys for joining me again on this journey as we do a recreation of Philadelphia International. And as always, I hope you guys have yourselves a spectacular day.